Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. My name is Dan W. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. Today our Marvel Legends reviews continue with this brand new X-Men wave, and it is the Warlock Build-A-Figure. And obviously in front of me we have Cyclops, or Marvel Cyclops as it says in the box. Obviously in his Jim Lee style outfit. People have been wanting this for a long time and we finally have it. So hopefully it's a decent figure. So let's open it up and find out. No accessories apart from the leg for the Warlock Build-A-Figure. Obviously on the side art is why it's called side art. Then on the back we get a picture of Cyclops, little read up, and then as always we get a list of all the figures in this wave. We need to complete the Warlock Build-A-Figure. Today we're reviewing Cyclops. More Cyclops, and there he is. So let's open this one-eyed guy up. Well, he's not actually got one eye, but you know what I mean. Let's open him up. Pow, and here he is out of the box in all of his glory. And I must say, just seeing this figure makes me want to start going da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. Honestly, I loved the X-Men series as a kid, and when people say Cyclops, this is the first image that comes to my head, is Cyclops in this outfit. I do like some of his more modern outfits as well, but this is just the most iconic Cyclops outfit for me. It's not his first outfit, it's not his classic one, but it is the one for me that I imagine when I see Cyclops. And we're yet to see it in the movies. We got a little tease at the end of Age of Apocalypse, but not as clear as this. But yeah, looking good. No accessories apart from this leg for the Warlock Build-A-Figure. So stay tuned as I will be reviewing that once I've got to the end of the wave. And again, looking good. But yeah, Cyclops. What accessories could we got? Maybe interchangeable hands, maybe an interchangeable head where he's not wearing the visor because he always wears those red sunglasses. A lot of people have been customizing this guy with this Wolverine, so the jacket. So this jacket obviously is removable, so you could put this jacket on Cyclops, but then his arms would be blue. So a lot of people have been cracking the figure open and sort of replacing it with these arms, but I guess these arms would be too short. I'm not too sure. I've not tried it. I'm not going to try it, but that's what some people have done. But other than that, I do like the figure for just looks on its own, but I have got a few little gripes about it. Obviously it's on a Bucky Cap mold, so not complaining about that. We all know what the Bucky Cap mold is by now. If you don't, you're not a Marvel Legend collector. I do like the head sculpt. I think the hair sculpt is really good. The paintwork is fine. There's not really much to it really. It's just blue and yellow. No real paint details. But what does bug me is that as soon as I start articulating it, these bits fall down like very, very easily. And it's the same with here. So as you can see now, they've all fell down, and it's just looks a bit silly. So maybe I need to get a bit of glue. I don't like gluing figures, especially when they're just straight out the box. But this sort of feels like it's essential. You can sort of tell when you put them back into place where they need to go, because they start getting tighter, but they're not staying. And as soon as you put one up, the other one falls down. So that's annoying, because I guarantee it, after I've put all these back in place, one of them falls down as soon as I start re-articulating it or reposing it. Yeah, that's frustrating. But just for the overall look, let's be honest, it does what we wanted it to do. It looks like the Jim Lee Cyclops. It's on the Bucky Cap body. I like how they've gave us this hand pose where it's not really a hand gun pose, is it? It's definitely so he can hold his visor and do a bit of that. So yeah, overall I'm glad I got this figure. Probably not my favourite in the wave now I've looked at them all, but I am very glad that I've picked it up. But yeah, I suppose yous all should know who he is, but if yous don't, let's ask the question, who is he? So this is the part of the video where we ask the question, who is he? And I try and give you a little bit of information on the character that this figure is inspired by. So, Cyclops. Who is he? Scott Summers, aka Cyclops, could be considered as the very first X-Men, and he did actually appear in X-Men #1 way back in September of 1963. Obviously a mutant, Cyclops has the ability to draw energy through his eyes, and he has to wear a ruby quartz visor to help him control his powers. A born leader, Scott was chosen by Professor X to command the original X-Men team and has continued to be the leader throughout the years. The Summers
family are an infamous family throughout the X-Men universe, with Cyclops' brother being Havoc and his son being Cable. Along with his relationship with Jean Grey and his rivalry with the Wolverine, there is no doubt Cyclops is one of the most infamous X-Men throughout the Marvel universe, including Stan Lee's favourite.
There you go, I hope that helped. Again, I do not claim to be an expert, but it is nice to have a little bit of information on the characters that these figures are inspired by. Now here we have the most awkward love triangle in comic history. Probably not the most awkward, but you get my point. It's Jean Grey and obviously Logan, aka Wolverine. And I wish I had the other Jean Grey figure. I'm not a massive fan of this Phoenix style look. We're going to get another Phoenix figure later in the year, which obviously is going to replace this one in my collection. But I do want that more comic style Jean Grey figure. Just don't have it. But they would match better than these two do. And then obviously Logan, and obviously the height is pretty good difference for those two. Awkward love triangle. And here's a little family photo. Obviously we got Havoc, which is Alex Summers, and obviously Scott Summers. These two are brothers. This one's the older brother. Then this is Cable, who is Nathan Summers, who is the son of Scott Summers, but from the future. And then obviously this is Hope Summers. Obviously, like I say that like it's not complicated. And Hope Summers was the firstborn mutant after Scarlet Witch sort of got rid of a lot of the mutants, and she was the saviour, and she was in the future, and then Cable saved her and sort of adopted her, and very complicated family business. And then here's Cyclops, just compared to the rest of the figures in this wave that I've already reviewed, including Logan, Wolverine, Shatterstar, Sunfire, Colossus, Dazzler, looking good. Okay, so last thoughts is, yeah, I like this figure. I'm a little bit disappointed about all these loose pieces. They could have easily been glued on, but I guess I'll have to glue them on myself very, very carefully. I don't know if anyone's tried this, but do you know this sort of shieldy effect that we had with one of the most recent Captain Americas, I think from the Abomination wave? You can obviously take that shield off, and then I haven't done this, but you could snap the hand off and then possibly use it as an effect for Cyclops' beams. Maybe. I don't know. Just a suggestion. I don't really want to cut my hand off. But you could try that. Just an idea. It could be a complete fail, but you never know. You can try. But overall, I do like this Cyclops. Glad I've got it. Just wish these weren't so loose. I've just done that myself now, haven't I? Anyway, my name's been Dan W. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel for the rest of the reviews to come from this wave. Obviously, as always, there's a playlist on my channel where you can see all my other Marvel Legends reviews and Who Is He segments and whatnot. So please subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you on the next one.